it's famous issues in our world, global issues. So next. So did you know one of the most interesting environmental issues of our time affecting ecosystem, wildlife, and human health globally? Most plastic are not biodegradable, meaning they are persist into environment for hundred to thousands of years, breaking down into smaller pieces that we call microplastic. So next. So plastic pollution. Based on you guys' knowledge, what is plastic pollution? Or what you guys understand or know about plastic pollution? So for me, I guess plastic pollution occurs when the plastic we use every day, such as plastic bags, bottles, and wrappers, end up in our oceans, parks, and streets, creating a messy and harmful environment. So, can you guys imagine a sea turtle mistaking a plastic bag for a jellyfish, or a bird feed its chicks a bit of plastic instead of real food? This waste not only threatens these beautiful animals, but also affect the place we love to visit the most. So, if you guys visit the beach or park, if you saw trash everywhere, plastic, you guys can healing or taking OOTD? No, right? Because it's a bad view. So next. So this is a graph that the path by which plastic enter the world ocean. So I will go to the first one, the green one. Can you see the green one?
Yes.
Okay. The image explains how plastic waste gets into the world oceans. So the green one is about global plastic production. Every year, around 270 million tons per year, plastic are produced worldwide. It means like world produce plastic production 270 million tons per year. So it's a lot, right? The plastic produced. Okay, so we go to the next. It's a yellow one. Can you guys see the yellow one?
Yes.
Okay. The yellow one talk about global plastic waste. Even more plastic waste is generate about 270 million tons per year. This happened because we can come from plastic made in previous years too. So every single year, we produce the plastic. So it's non-stop. So for the orange one, it's about coastal plastic waste. Of this coastal waste, over 99.5 million tons per year came from area the near coast, which means it's a high risk of getting into the water. So it's mean like our house, our neighborhood. So this is high risk of getting into the water, the plastic pollution. So the orange plus red one, I don't know what the color. So this one is about mismanaged coastal plastic waste. Out of the coastal plastic waste, 31.9 million tons per year is not managed properly. This could mean it's left in open landfill or leftover, making it very likely to end up in the ocean every year. So it's very close to the oceans for this color. So the next color is red. Red is plastic in the ocean. So it's already get into the ocean. As a result, 8 million tons of plastic end up in the ocean every year. So the plastic pollution, 8 million tons per year, plastic pollution end up in the oceans. So it's too a lot. So for the last one, it's about plastic in the surface water. Once in the oceans, plastic waste float on the surface. Estimates show there are 10,000 to 100,000 tons of plastic floating on the surface, but much more many risk to the sea floor. So this shows that a lot of plastic is created and not all it is properly managed, leading to a significant entering and pollution our ocean each year. Polluting. Okay, next. Okay. So next, what is the cause or factor of plastic pollution? So about the graph, it's about how plastic pollution end up in the ocean, but this is on the street, park. It's not specific. It is general. So plastic pollution is caused by various factors, all of which contribute to accumulations of plastic waste in the environment. So for the first factor is overproduction of plastic. How? So the global demand for plastic products has skyrocketed due to versatility, durability, and also medicine devices. And also low cost. Let me state. And the second, plastic are used in everything from industrial packaging, mostly industrial packaging, which is electronic, clothing, and medical devices. So, for the second factors, is a single-use plastic. A significant portion of plastic production is single-use plastic. For example, as you can see, bags is actually a plastic bags, bottles, straw, and packaging. These items are used briefly and then discarded, contributing massively to plastic waste. So, it's because the industry and it's because the single-use plastic we use every day, it can make plastic pollution in this world. So the next factor is inadequate waste management. In many countries, waste management infrastructure insufficient. So how it can be? It can leading to improper disposal of plastic waste. This often result in plastic are dumped in landfills, rivers, and oceans. So if you guys curious where is the plastic go that we throw at the street or everywhere, it may be like dumped in landfill, river, and ocean, like I said at this slide. So next. So plastic pollution isn't just about discarded waste. It's about how it affects all of us personally and as part of global community. So for the first impact is it can impact human health. How? The plastic we throw away come back to us in a way that we might not even realize it. It is because microplastics are now found in our drinking water and even in the food that we eat, especially seafood and even in the air we breathe. We don't yet fully understand the long-term health risks, but we know enough to be worried. It's about protecting our own bodies and the health of our future generations. So, for the second impact is economic consequence. For many communities, especially those near coastlines, plastic pollution isn't just an environment issue, but it's also an economic issue. So, for example, fishermen who rely on healthy oceans find their livelihoods threatened. By what? By declining fish populations. So, for the second example is tourism-driven towns see their beaches and beauty spots spoiled. The consequence can driving away visitors and impacting local economies. So it's a human story of families and livelihood at risk. So for my third impact on wildlife, when we see a photo that sea turtle choking on plastic bag or birds with stomachs full of debris, is it heartbreaking, isn't it? It's heartbreaking, right? Okay. So these animals don't understand that plastic aren't food. They suffer because of our choices. And it's not just wildlife. is the entire ecosystem that sustains life on Earth, including our own. So next. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's a few photos about plastic pollution. You guys might be curious what is microplastic look like, right? So this is how microplastic look like. It's that's why it can be in the air and also in our drinking or our food because it's so tiny. It's breaking down into smaller pieces that we call microplastic. So for this picture, this is how the photo said that imagine the turtle sea choking a plastic. So it's very heartbreaking. And also the rivers. You guys see a lot of trash, right?
Where is that?
Yeah, it's
Where is that?
it's a river.
Which river
Wait.
exactly?
I think it's London. I don't know.
It's somewhere in the world.
It's somewhere. It's a river. It's a river. So you get streets. Look at the streets. It's a lot of trash, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this in Malaysia?
It's Indian.
Yeah.
It's no wonder, right? Because India is one of the most high risk plastic population. So it's so bad. So you guys already observed the picture. Okay, we proceed. Okay. So next, how to overcome. Okay. How to overcome? To truly address plastic pollution, it's not just about policies or technology. It's about all of us as individuals and communities, understanding how deeply these issues impact our lives and future generations. So, the first one solution, infrastructure and development. Government create the framework for that, and then they providing us with system to recycle, manage waste, and innovate. And also, when they promote eco-friendly business or invest in new technologies, they are investing our future. So the first one is a government role, and the second one, the solution is participate in clean up efforts. So for this one, it's community roles. Community can organize or join local clean up event to remove plastic waste from what? From beaches, parks, and public spaces. So you are not just picking up the trash, but you also restoring the beauty of your community. So for the third solution, it's education and awareness. Okay, for education and awareness, raise awareness, for example, in schools, workplace, and communities about the effect of plastic pollutions and the ways to reduce it. For example, school teaching children to respect nature, or company racing to find alternative to plastic, and also our family making it again to go zero waste. So it's collective effort where every choice, every action create ripple effect of positive change. Yes. Okay, can you guys see the picture over
Yes.
here? Right. It's clean, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If we make an effort to reduce the plastic pollution, this is how our country, our world will look like. So the beach looks clean, street looks clean, our neighborhood, and even the playground. Just ignore the plastic. Just ignore that. This one. Okay. So just ignore the other one. It's a new one, so it's not full unwrapped yet. That one. So if you guys go to the beach, it's clean, so you guys can healing and OOTD, and you guys can put in TikTok. Oh, and clean place, and the street and the neighborhood is so clean. So you guys can peaceful when you guys stress. You guys look at the clean place, you guys will reduce the stress, right? So if you guys saw the trash a lot, it is reduce the stress or more stress if you got trash. Reduce stress. Correct. Okay, next. Okay. Okay. So for summary, even though plastic pollution can seem overwhelming, there's hope because we, as the next generation, are already more aware and motivated to make a difference. The solution to this crisis lie in the choices we make every day, the conversation we have, and the changes we push for in our communities. So, for my hope, I hope all of my friends, if you guys saw the trash or tiny bit of plastic, you guys take it and put it in a rubbish bin. So we also get a pahala, we call, right? So that's all for me. Thank you for listening. So next, any question?
Can you explain more about microplastic?
Microplastic. So microplastic, like I said, a tiny pieces of plastic, usually small than 5 millimeter, about the size of sesame seed. Sesame seed? Sesame seed. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. That come from large plastic product as they break down over time. So they can also be tiny by design, like the one found in some beauty products or clothes made from synthetic fiber. These small plastic end up in the environment, especially in oceans, river, and so, and can be harmful to wildlife and ecosystem because they are hard to clean up, don't break down easily. So microplastic is so hard to break down because it's already breaking down into small pieces. So, any question again?
Yeah, the question. Okay, so could you please go back to the slide where it mentions about how to overcome? Okay. Alright, it's actually not stated here, but one of the ways on how you can overcome the issue of plastic pollution is by recycling. But there's actually quite a lot of challenges to recycle plastic. Could you please name a few challenges?
Okay, for challenges, a few places doesn't make a rubbish bin that have a color, right? What color is it? Green, blue, orange, blue, brown. So, a few places doesn't put the rubbish bin that recycling. For example, KKTM Lenggong. Ada. My mistake. I'm sorry. So a few places, like I said, like some of place like mall or everywhere that doesn't make that rubbish bin. So people just put various of items in one rubbish bin. That color is black. So,
Anything else?
Another one is ourselves. Sometimes people not even take care about this or not even aware about this. So they just ignore about plastic pollution or whatever so on about these issues. So they are just being selfish and just throw it away like nothing happened.
Right, thank you very much.